Iṣẹ́ t'Olúwa ṣe o, kò lè bàjẹ́. And all that's lovely in your life, kò ní dàrú. When it seems like all has ended, no, kò lè bàjẹ́. Kò lè bàjẹ́, kò lè bàjẹ́, oh. Kò lè bàjẹ́. Kò ní dàrú, oh. Kò lè bàjẹ́. Iṣẹ́ t'Olúwa ṣe o, kò lè bàjẹ́. And all that's lovely in your life, kò ní dàrú. When it seems like all.
Hello YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Dammy, simply Tokz here today. And first of all, let me apologize because I haven't posted in like 2 or 3 weeks now. There's really been a lot going on in my life right now, and for a second I thought I would have to stop, making YouTube videos, but I'm back and I'm better. This is what I want to do, so I'm about to do it. We're gonna do it. Anyways, today it's pretty much, I'll go again with this hum thing. Say what you have to say, girl. Anyways, today is pretty much going to be a testimony video. It's going to be talking about my encounter with God, with Jesus Christ. So I went to this event called Proclaim Freedom. It was by Bethel Campus Fellowship, also known as BCF. If you don't know what BCF is, it's pretty much like a campus evangelism. It's for college students and now high school students, and their goal is pretty much to win souls and also teach discipleships and get the next generation of Christian leaders ready. So their main target is college and now high school students. And before I went to the event, just wanted to give you guys a background of my background. Actually, I was born in a Christian household, so I'm a Christian. I believe that was a Christian, when I was younger, I had a much closer relationship with God. I was fascinated about the idea of God and Jesus coming and dying for us. I was just a curious little kid, and I love God. But as I grew older, it was just like I just went astray from God. I just went away from God, and I lived the older I got, the more sinful my life was. So I knew of God, I knew all about Jesus, I knew He loved me and all that stuff, but I wasn't close to God. I didn't know God. And so back to the old Proclaim story, right? I was invited to Proclaim by my cousin. She invited me in September, and I was like, oh, November 18th, got it, God, saved in my calendar or whatever. And I was so excited to go. I just wanted to go praise God, with my cousin. Like, yes, like I was just happy about it. And then Proclaim was on a Friday. So the Saturday before Proclaim, my ASA at school announced that they were having this party, the Black Legends party. And it's not just any party, alright? This is the party I've been hearing about before I even step a foot on campus. Like, everybody was just like, you have to go to Black Legends. It was lit. And, people will be in the ASA group chat like, when is Black Legends? When is Black Legends? So they finally announced the date, and it was the same day as Proclaim. So of course I was mad, like, dang, the same day, really, y'all? Like, first of all, you're letting us know a weekend ahead or whatever. So at first I was like, okay, I'm going to Proclaim, I don't care, I'm gonna choose God over partying or whatever. Then I got a free ticket to Black Legends. That's when it got tough, and I was like, man, maybe God can wait. No, God can't wait. So I was about to go to the party, but on the day of Proclaim, I noticed someone in the group chat asking, they posted a flyer of Proclaim saying you can still register, and I DM'd them, and I was like, I registered already and I want to go to Proclaim, but I just wanted to know if you know anybody that needs that wants to like Uber pool with me or share Uber with me, because it's like a $40 Uber ride, and I wasn't about to pay that. So they were like, oh no, we have buses, like there's buses leaving from the school at time. So I was like, man, this is really good trying to talk to me. They got buses. I literally have no excuse, because my excuse was the $40 Uber that I wasn't trying to pay for. So I was like, okay. And I got ready, got dressed, told my cousin, all right, I'm gonna see you there, and because we don't go to the same school. So I go to a bus stop and I don't know what happened. I think somebody was talking to someone else and they were like, oh, are we gonna sing on the bus or something like that? And I just started singing because I grew up in a celestial church. I think I posted a video about my church before. Because I grew up in a celestial church, music is really important to me. And one thing, like, I love spiritual music, like Ori and Me and stuff like that. I just like feeling God's presence through music or singing. So I was just singing between the old waiting, because the bus didn't leave when I got there. So between waiting for the bus until we got to the actual venue, I was singing. And that was a good 2 hours of me just, excuse me. That was a good 2 hours of me just singing and praising God and was just worshiping Him. By the time we got to the venue, I was so pumped. You can't ask my friend. I was so excited. I was like, hey, you know, about to worship God, about to, you know, shucky for Jesus. I'm ready. Let's go there. And stuff. And yeah, I was just excited. I was making jokes the whole time before the event started. I was like, I'm about to fight I'm here to box my enemy. I was like, I'll take my shoes off, Seth, because I'm, you know, I'm fighting my enemies today. You know, I'm here to receive the blessings of the Lord. Yes, I was so excited. And then when we started with praise and worship. And during the praise and worship, I was just thankful. Like, I felt so blessed. You know, the songs they were singing, I was just reminiscing on life ever since I was conceived in my mother's womb until like that moment, thinking about everything that have happened, and how every single moment could have went left, but God was just there for me, and He's always been there for me. And to think that I'm not aware of this man, this person that loves me so much, and I don't show him as much love. You know, I got a little emotional, I cried. And during the preaching, you know, they preach about saving souls and, you know, giving your life to Christ and stuff. And during that moment, I just kept thinking, if I was to die at that moment right there, at that time, like just right now, right here, God just took my life. I was just like, would I be going to heaven or would I be going to hell? Like, would God receive me or would He say, depart from me? And the fact that I couldn't give a clear answer, just, it was mind opening. At that moment, I knew that, you know, I wasn't living the life that Christ wanted me to live. I wasn't doing what my purpose was. I was just, I knew that I went astray, and I knew that I lost God. So when there was a call to altar, which is basically when they call you out to the altar if you are going to save your life, if you want if you want to give your life to Christ. So I went out, my cousin also went out, we went out together. And at that moment, you know, they just kept telling us to keep praying and praising God. And, you know, I was just on the floor, I was falling out, crying at this moment. I was in tears, just praying to God at that moment. And out of nowhere, I felt this feeling. It was just confusion. I felt like I was just overwhelmed with confusion out of nowhere. I didn't know what I was doing with my life. I didn't know what I've ever done with my life. And I was just like, God, what am I doing? And I just kept like screaming, God, come to me. God, talk to me. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. And, you know, it was really emotional for me. And there was just a lot going on, and I was losing it. I was literally, if anybody has seen me at that moment, you would know that I was losing it. I was out of it. I was done. It was over for me, pretty much. And this lady came and she talked to me and she was like, sweetie, you know, you don't have to like beg Him like that. He knows what you want and He knows what you need. So, you know, you just have to trust Him and believe Him enough that He's going to do what you entrust Him to do. So long story short, I went to the prayer room and and we prayed. I prayed with two other ladies, and then I went to a consultation with a pastor, and we kind of talked about my feeling and how, you know, I felt so confused about life in general and about God, and I didn't know what I was doing, and we talked about that. I didn't really encounter, like, my encounter with God was not at like in front of the altar. I don't think that was my encounter with God. My encounter with God was towards the end when we were going. That's when it started. I started feeling this pain. It started on my leg. I thought it was because I was, you know, I was really on the floor crying and moving on my knees. So I thought that was it. But the pain got worse and worse and worse. When we got on the bus going back to school, you know, I was in so much pain that I could barely walk from the bus stop to my dorm, which is like, it was like a 5 minutes walk. So I could barely walk that 5 minutes. I needed help to walk the 5 minutes walk back to my dorm. And then when I got to my room, I felt this feeling. I felt like I was dying. Like the pain was so much. I felt like someone was just stabbing me in every single part of my body, and I was dying. And then there was something so phenomenal about it, because physically, as I was dying, my body was aching and dying. My soul and spirit was so alive, and all my spirit really wanted to do was sing and pray and praise God. Like I was feeling this pain, begging myself. I was begging myself, like, you need to stop singing, you need to stop praying, and you need to go to bed. But for a good 4 hours, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't stop myself from doing what I was doing. I was just praying and praising God, and I was so mad at myself. I was so confused as to what was going on. Like I didn't know what I was feeling, and at the end of the day, I felt dead physically, and then at the same time, I felt so free spiritually, and in my soul, I felt so free. I felt all the burden on my chest and all the burden on my weight. Everything just lifted up, and I was free. But my physical body was dying. At some point I thought about calling 911, but like my soul wouldn't let me do it. It's just like, no, I want to sing, I want to dance, I want to praise God. So I'm sitting on my bed doing all that. Long story short, I fell asleep at about, I want to say about 4 a.m. but I do not remember exactly when and how I fell asleep. I woke up the next morning. I had to work early in the morning, so I woke up early in the morning not remembering how I fell asleep. All I remember was I felt dead. I felt like I physically died. And I've been trying to be at that place with God where it's more than just a superior inferior being relationship. You know, trying to build a relationship where God is my best friend and God is my father and I am his daughter, and I could come to him about anything. You know, I've been trusting God more, my faith and stuff like that. I just wanted to share the story because personally I did not expect it to go like that. It's been a journey. It's only been, I want to say, I got saved on November 18, 2016, so it's only been 2 or 3 weeks now. So at the end of the day, between those 2 or 3 weeks, I've never felt so much peace in my life. I've never felt so much joy. I've never felt so much happiness, so much mercy, grace, everything. It feels great right now at this point in my life. I'm not gonna lie, there's been those few days where I feel bad and I feel like, oh, I'm losing myself, like everybody's having fun and I'm here and I can't do it and stuff like that. But it's been incredible altogether, because I know from before I got, like, before Proclaim to now, the anxiety, the depression, all that stuff is literally not there, except for a few times when the devil tries to creep it in, and then I know I have to, you know, pray about it and read my Bible. I just wanted to share that moment with you guys. If you went to Proclaim and you have a testimony, I can't speak today. If you have a testimony, or if you were saved, or if you just encountered God, please go ahead and share your story down in the comment below. I would love to read everybody's story. I know and there is a group chat for those of us that got saved, and Tokz is another girl in the group, and she made a video about her testimony that made me it made me cry, because, you know, I didn't realize someone else was going through it the same, pretty much a similar way that I went through it. So I enjoyed watching that. I'm gonna post the link of that in the description box. And also, if you're trying to learn more about BCF, which is Bethel Campus Fellowship, I am going to be putting the link to their website in the description box. I'm really not speaking today. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, so, and then there's also a BCF conference, a national conference coming in February, sometime this coming February 2017. I'm definitely going to make sure that I am there. If you're interested, check out their website, or, you know, just let me know. Talk to me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, or down in the comments below if you're interested in going. It's definitely a great experience. I would recommend it for anybody, anyone. it was really amazing to me. I still can't get over the fact of what I felt that day, and the fact that I almost missed it out because I wanted to go to a party. So it was just amazing. That's pretty much it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like that, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, share, and also subscribe. Please make sure you subscribe. I'm only at like 13 right now, but I know you guys will come through. No, I don't even care about this subscription right now. I shouldn't say that in the video. But yeah, make sure you subscribe, guys. Thank you guys so much for being there, for the people that have been there for me, like when this last 2 weeks that this has been going on. I really appreciate you guys for being there for me, for my friends, for shout out to the BCF communities, shout out to the plug-in group. You guys, I've really learned a lot from you guys. I really truly appreciate you guys. You guys have made this last 2 weeks much better than it could have been. Like, thinking about how I could have lost myself again this last 2 weeks, but you guys have been there. We've been together. Thank you for praying for me, and I will continue to pray for you guys. I love you guys. I know I don't know y'all like that. You're like, she's so sentimental, she's so emotional. That's me. I'm really like that, but I really do love and appreciate you guys. Thank every single one of you. I can't say everybody's name. Thank you so much, and I hope we all keep going. Love you guys.
Iṣẹ́ t'Olúwa ṣe o,